Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Naufal Amiru Rokhim, and I'm from Class C of Media Development. This video aims to be one of the requirements of mid-semester examination. First of all, I want to tell you that my focus here is one of the Escher model of learning, that is analyzing learners. I will take yourself to be the actor of this activity. In analyzing learners, the first step that you have to take is to identify the learner itself. You must know them well. Your learners, maybe it could be students, trainees, or member of any organization such as Sunday school club or maybe youth group organization, and many more. You must know them well, and you have to know the way that you give them the objectives. In this case, there are three ways in terms of analyzing learners. The first is general characteristics, and the second is specific entry competencies, including knowledge, skills, and attitude, and topics, and many more. And number three is learning style. I will tell you one by one, but maybe it's a little bit confusing because for me it's it could be more difficult. First is general characteristic. The general characteristics include both identifying descriptors such as ages and grade level, job or position in that job maybe, and cultural or socio-economic factors. There are so many types of learners that maybe you have to face in the future. I'll take the example of student, because maybe one day I'll teach the student. For example, there is a student with good standard of learning. He doesn't need any printed materials such as printed book or any printed writing materials. He just need any technology based materials. And in terms of technology, if you find or deal with student like this, please, you don't have to give him any kind of traditional methods of learning, because it will give him like some board activities, because he's good in technology based activity, but you give him a traditional method of learning. And the second is specific entry competencies. Specific entry competencies refers to knowledge or skills that learners either possess or lack. It might be pre-required skills, target skills, and attitudes. In this number two, the attitude is very important, because we don't get the point of the learning process if we don't make our attitude well. Before you get in to teach your learners about this, you have to assume that your learners doesn't understand what you're going to discuss with them. Maybe you have to identify what any kind of things that they don't understand before a night before that you will teach them tomorrow, so you understand well, so you get the point of what you give to them or discuss with them. And the third factor is learning style. Learning style refers to the spectrum of psychological traits that affect how we perceive and how we respond to different stimuli, such as anxiety, aptitude, visual or auditory preference, and motivation, and so on. So, in the number three, a third ways, that is learning style, we have to have more creative strategy to give the materials that we have, because if we don't have any creativity, the students will be bored. The student feel boring with us because it connected with psychological effect. And please always give them motivation to learn about any kind of learning that you have to give them, because motivation is very important. For example, there are any student that she doesn't think she thinks that she doesn't think she doesn't think she thinking that she can to read English very well. So you have to give them the motivation that she need. Maybe that's all for me. There is kind of any general that maybe I can tell you well. Thanks for having me, and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.